I'm Rachel Golden, and I'm going to be removing a medium to large size dog out of a lower kennel. So first thing I'm going to do is greet her. Hi, Kush. How are you doing, darling? So she's very affectionate and, not showing any signs of aggression or overt fear. She looks maybe a little nervous, but that means I'm just going to open the door slowly so she doesn't dart out. Hi, darling. How are you? Hi. All right. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to ask her to come out, but I want to make sure I'm controlling her head. Hi, good. All right, good job, sweetheart. And I'm going to have her sit. Good girl. I'm going to apply her leash. I'm going to go ahead and take her out. Okay.
Wait, stop it. Okay.
Rachel Golden, and I'm going to be removing a small canine from an upper kennel. This is Ripley. And first I'm just going to greet him. Hi, buddy. See what his temperament is. Hi, buddy. You want to come on out? Hello. So we've got a e-collar on, which makes it a little bit easier, but when we pull her out, we want to make sure that we're just controlling the head. So I'm just going to go around. Hello. Here we go, sweetheart. And then just want to make sure that I'm supporting her body. And just go ahead and carry her out. Alright, so we're going to be doing some basic canine restraint today. We're going to start first with sternal recumbency. So first I'm going to have her sit for me. And I usually just pull up and push down. Then I'm going to take her forelegs and while restraining her head, gently guide her down. And basically, we want the sternum on the ground. We want to make sure we're controlling the head so she can't come back up and bite. And we'll just basically put pressure, just light, gentle pressure above her just so that she doesn't stand up for whatever the procedure is. And then if we want to go to lateral recumbency from a standing position, we'll have her standing up and you'll just reach over and you grab the underlegs of the patient and slowly bring her down to the floor. Good girl. And then in this position, we just gently lift the lower legs. We apply light pressure with our elbows just to keep them in this position. And then they can do whatever they may need to do. All right, good girl, Kush. Good job. And that would be canine restraint. We'll be applying a gauze muzzle. So we want to make a loop first and gently slide it around her nose. Good girl. We're going to bring it under and then back behind her ears. And we're just going to do, and this is called just a little slip bow there so that if we need to take it off quickly. We just want to make sure that we don't go above and so it bothers her eyes. And it's nice and tight so she can't open her mouth. And then we're going to take it off quickly.
Girls are getting his blood work.
There we go. Now the second type of muzzle that we have is a nylon muzzle. For this one, we just slip it over her nose, goes behind her ears, clips in, and then we want to tighten it down. We want to make sure that she can, the tip of her nose is out, she can breathe but she can't bite. And then when we're done, we just unhook, gently pull. Good job, you did so good. All right, and then last but not least, we're going to apply an e-collar. And for this girl, I brought two sizes because most of the time we have a general idea what's going to fit, but we like to get one a little bit bigger just in case. I believe we're going to be in this size. Just gently put it around. And in this case, her nose is a little bit longer, so I'm going to go for the bigger size. We want to make sure that the nose is not sticking out at the end of the cone so they can't get their stitches. Good girl, good. Doing so good. When I'm adjusting it, I want to make sure that it's tight enough that she is not going to pull her head out, but loose enough that it's not going to choke her. I want to make sure I can get 2 fingers at least underneath, and just pop these through the holes.
Comfortable.
Hi, sweetie.
Still weighing the same. Still looks fine.
All right, and these last ones. Here we go. So we pull on it, and it won't go over her head,
Good.
stuck on her ears.
Old
And
man's
a lot of
eyes.
times people also kind of put the collar on the inside just to give it a little extra barrier. But that would be applying an Elizabethan collar to a canine. All right. All right, and then my name is Rachel Golden, and we're just going to be using a restraint pole on a smaller dog. So this is our restraint pole. We have larger ones for larger dogs. So we just want our loop to be as big as possible. And then we just want to be very gentle. Good, good, hi. And we're just going to gently slip that over the head. And then we can be away from them, keep them at a distance, control them a little bit, especially when they're really aggressive, and kind of take them into the direction that we need to. And that is restraint with a restraint pole. Hi, I'm Rachel Golden, and I'm going to be lifting a 40-pound dog up onto the table from the ground. So first we're just going to squat down. Hi, buddy. We're going to place one arm under the abdomen and one arm under the chest, but tight with the forearm just to control the head. And then we're just going to lift straight up with the straight back, and then set them down. And have control of them. Hi, and then to set them back down, I'm just going to make sure that I've got them close against my body. And can you come back around here? I'm just going to step back and squat straight down and set them down.